Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for joining us for the back 12 of the first round of the 2018 Majestic up here in Minnesota. I'm joined here with Tommy Locke, and he is the tournament director extraordinaire, so thanks for making the time to come out here and do some commentary with me, man.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Pretty interesting round so far, definitely star-studded. Got some of the best guys here in Minnesota. Gurthie also, the winner of the advanced Majestic, Dominik right there. So definitely an interesting card, and we're having a lot of fun with this one. Starting here on the back 12, hole 13, 213 feet. Very, very, very tight gap. This one is it's very common to hit a tree and go left or go right or whatever, but going all the way to the basket is a difficult feat for being such a short hole.
Yeah, players approach this definitely thinking it's a birdie hole. You got to get a birdie too. But as you said, even with it being one of the shorter holes on the course, it definitely plays pretty tough.
That was a pretty decent kick there.
Great kick.
Definitely. Tough few drives here from our feature card. Let's see if Garrett can make the adjustment here. Did not. That was his Sonic, I think.
Tommy, rip.
Oh yeah, super good effort, man.
Thankful for that tree
Yep.
at the bottom of the hill there. Dom with a pretty aggressive approach shot there. Ends up passing the pin, going down the hill a little bit. Have a nice uphill putt for three.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a tough upshot there. But, solid effort from Henry. He's going to have a look at the basket.
Unfortunately, I think when Garrett's Sonic hit the tree on his drive, it put a little crack in the middle of the disc.
Oh no.
And one of his go-to discs. He's been throwing it all day. Kind of a little bummed for sure. To make matters worse, I think he got a pretty bad roll away there from his approach shot.
Insult to injury. That's too bad. Nice, Alex. Good work. That's a scary putt, too.
Yeah, way to capitalize on the little tree kick on the drive he had. Burying the putt for a long birdie putt.
Oh,
A little high for Henry there.
that went between that fallen tree and the ground and skipped a little far away for him. Just a little too high on that left side from Dom. Nice cleanup from Garrett, though.
Especially with the roll away.
Yeah, and the cracked Sonic.
He was saying after the hole, he looked up, didn't even realize his disc rolled away until he walked all the way up there and couldn't find it.
Oh, really?
Had to turn around and go back 20 feet.
Oh, no. Nice two there from you, man.
Birdies are at a premium at this stage of the round. Really glad to get that one. A couple of tap-in bogey fours by Henry and Dom.
Here's that really great putt there from Alex. Top of the cage there, but
Never a doubt.
never a doubt. Exactly. Looks like Alex stole that lead there. 2-point swing. And still a close match. This hole right here, I'm going to let you take the strategy away, but I'd like to mention that we are moving in to 4 holes that are 3 of the hardest holes on the course and the 3rd easiest hole on the course. So let's see how these play out.
And this hole, you're really just trying to get up as far into the fairway as you can. Definitely multiple ways of attacking the hole. Alex was trying to take a hyzer, taking the forward gap. I was a little bit more aggressive and try to go inside.
happened?
I think clipped an early tree and kind of pushed me left.
Oh, no.
Never really got all the way out. Garrett's following me, showing me how to properly hit the gap.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I mean, he did hit those trees there, but there's just so much to contend with on this one. And this hole actually came in as the hardest hole of all 24.
Henry's taking the unconventional forehand approach, getting up there towards where Garrett ended up.
I'm gonna have to correct myself again here. sorry to all the viewers. This actually came in as the easiest hole. I was reading that backwards. This came in as a 3.42, and it is a par 4.
That does surprise me a little bit.
Yeah,
I think
me too.
players attacking this hole, you're approaching it, I think, as a for sure 2-shot
Yeah.
hole. But even still, being able to find a decent approach shot after your drive is always a difficult task.
Yeah. It probably does come in as the easiest hole in the course just because it kind of teeters on that par 3, par 4. Like, kind of too hard for par 3, too easy for a par 4, so. Pretty good upshot there from you, man. Left with a little bit of a putt, but you'll be all right. A little bit of a tough break there from Dom, and
Turned his a little bit over a little too much.
yeah.
I hate my life.
Henry wasn't too happy with that approach
No.
there. Makes a good recovery, though.
Yeah. He's been throwing that disc for 3 or 4 years. That's 2015 Sexton Firebird. So very cool, kind of rare disc. So yeah, he's been throwing that for a while. He's pretty confident with it. Tommy for the birdie. Let's see it, buddy. Yes. Amazing. Look at that.
Fist pump to boot as well. Very fortunate to end up where I was after a couple trees there, but still always nice to make a nice putt, especially on camera.
Absolutely. Left
Just a little
side.
left.
Yeah. Drop in bird there from Garrett. Really impressive on this hole.
Overall, not too bad by the group.
Yeah.
To make some good recovery shots and
Let's see this putt again, man. Wow.
pat myself on the back for that one.
Yeah. All right. You taking that second place spot, or actually tied for first. Good work.
So hole 15, 365 feet, par 3. This is another one of those holes where you definitely want to try to stay on the fairway at all costs. Heavy trees on the right and left. If you hit early, you're looking at a tough task to get up and down for a par save.
And although it is a hyzer line the whole way, you do want to use something that doesn't fade too much. A lot of players will opt for something like a Thunderbird or something like that, just to keep that hyzer the whole way.
Garrett was playing this course blind, so right before he threw that, he asked us, "Is this one straight, fairly straight, or does it go to the left?" So we let him know, and threads the needle all the way down. Gives
Jeez.
himself a putt.
I didn't know that he was playing blind. I mean, I knew that it was his first time at this course, but
That one didn't slip out early.
might even be his first time in Minnesota. I don't want to assume that. No, it's not. I've just never met him before. So, and we're lining up that 2015 Sexton Firebird.
Forehand again.
Yep. That was,
Envious forehand we were able to watch all day.
yeah.
Nam goes a little bit too far to the right, but does get a nice tree kick right in the middle of the fairway.
And if you are finding yourself approaching from halfway down the fairway, probably going to be throwing a sidearm on this one because the slope of the green there is sloping down to the left, and it's pretty easy to slide a little bit too far down left.
Pretty good upshot there by Dom. He'll have a nice look for a par save. I think Alex with his second overhand throw of the round so far. Makes it about halfway up the fairway.
Yep.
So a little bit of work left to do on that one.
And this is the hole that comes in as the third hardest hole of the day of the whole course. Solid upshot there. Good log. That could have skipped pretty far.
Very well placed logs there. Saves a lot of rollaways and errant throws from going too deep. Just missing the birdie putt there.
There's that slow motion I was talking about. Oh, couldn't quite get there, a little low.
Henry from about 15, 20 feet. Nice par save. Still a little frustrated about that after his drive, but 3 is nothing to be too sad about on this hole.
Coming in at a 3.33. So we're definitely kind of seeing that statistic show here. I still can't believe he threw a sidearm on that one, man.
Yeah, when I'm looking at that hole, I thought of throwing a sidearm never even crosses my mind.
Yeah.
When you throw it as confidently as Henry can,
Right.
does pay off.
Hole 16, this is 244 feet. It's a little tough here because the basket is right behind that big tree that you see right in the center. It's a little raised and you've got that little wall of wood. So one common thing that you might see on this one is rollaways. If you hit any of those, either the tree or the wood. And also if you let it get away from you, it's pretty dangerous down to the left. You're going to have a big drop off if it gets away from you. Henry really liking that Firebird.
I don't think I realized how often he threw that shot during the round, but it is pretty impressive, some of the lines he's taking at using his forehand. Don't see many people doing that.
Definitely. And you can tell every time he winds up the forehand that he's had a lot of aces with it. You can see all the writing on the back of the disc, so you know he throws it pretty well.
Alex flipping the hat around.
Oh yeah, that's going to bring him some good luck for sure.
Means business now. Riding up all the way on the left. Didn't hit a tree though, so I think he's got a decent look for a birdie.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty safe putt there, so I'm sure he's going to run it. It's a pretty good kick, but he is going to have almost nothing with that big tree just blocking the basket completely. See if he can make a step or something out to the side.
Good look from what Henry has to putt through.
Oh, almost had that one. Okay, he does have a little bit of a look here. That's good. sure he got in his head. For the 2. Oh, yeah.
I think you should leave the hat on backwards for a little bit. Ride the luck while you can.
Absolutely.
Garrett's putt's a little blocked by that tree. Little awkward angle going after it.
Cleaning up the par. Great putt there from Alex. With the only deuce. Very cool. Solidifying just one stroke there, getting back into the lead. This hole here is interesting. Basically 244 feet straight down. It's right there, right in front of you. You just want to birdie it. You feel bad if you don't. But what's dangerous about this hole is you've got a swamp on your right and you've got a cliff on your left. So it kind of gets in players' heads a little bit. Ooh. A little bit of grip lock there from Alex.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to go down the cliff you were just mentioning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember once I was playing a tournament at this course and I was probably, no kidding, probably 300 feet to the left. Because it's just so far down. It just rolled all the way.
I wish I could say I haven't done the same thing, but I have a couple times.
Also lost plenty of disc in the swamp on the right. So it is a little bit more dangerous than it looks here on screen.
Henry with a great shot.
Solid.
Dom with a great shot as well.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit further left than he might have liked, but he's got a putt.
Alex let that one get away from him, too.
Pulled it a little bit. I think he ended up being dry. Don't worry about the OB over there.
Yeah. It might be the hat man.
I think so.
Oh, such a solid attempt there from you, buddy.
Oh my God.
Garrett with a nice birdie.
Mm-hmm. We're going to see a tap in here from Henry. Oh, wow, Henry was pretty close. See if Dominik can convert this birdie. Alex was not able to distract him from that putt.
Looked like he was trying to. Great putt, though, by Dom. Ooh.
Oh, no. Super solid drive from Henry, giving him that easy tap in for the 2. And now we are moving on to what the locals here call the valley holes. Basically, you got to walk down, I don't know, like 200 steps or something like that, and you just start really low in this valley and then have to work your way back up. We're going to see some really cool holes here coming up.
Yeah, these next set of holes aren't normally in play in the winter months here. We call it this definitely the summer layout that we were playing during this event. This hole, it's another signature hole. You're shooting up from a raised tee, looking down at a creek and a path. For the tournament we were playing, the path on and to the left was OB. If you ended up surrounded by water in the creek, which is pretty low this year, it was casual. You'll see a lot of the players being able to attack the hole with that in mind, trying to keep it as far away from the path as you can.
Definitely. Not really minding too much if you end up in water.
Henry hit early.
Did, but
Kept it in bounds, though.
yep, with the forehand. That's probably why a lot of players are going forehand on this one. Keep it away from that path. And Dom was not happy with that. What are you throwing on this one?
Chose a putter on this shot today. Figure I can get it. If I throw a little bit too hard, which I ended up doing, it'll turn over and just fade to the right. Not have to worry about the OB too much. Alex is going really aggressive with this, taking a forehand right up the path. He was able to skip pretty close to the basket. He's got a putt inside the circle.
That was really good. Nice run from Henry. Really solid attempt.
Tom's got a few branches and leaves to worry about with his approach shot. A little roll away there.
Oh, no.
I thought that one was in.
Yeah.
I was pretty bummed when I saw it bounce away.
Great two from Alex. This one, it kind of plays with your head a little bit, being so downhill and through that hole between the trees there off the tee.
It does, and when you're looking at it, it looks like the path is right next to the basket, and you don't have much room to play with. So a lot of players will kind of bail out early right, as we've seen from the group here. And then your putt is not any easier, because if you miss your putt without hitting anything, you're going to threaten the path from being out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's very tentative on all the shots on this hole.
It's a good cleanup there. Nice from Dom also. Alex getting a little R&R back there.
Mm-hmm. He already made his birdie. He can go take a little breather.
Yeah. Gonna have to climb some hills here in
no.
a sec. Oh no.
Definition of a power forehand there. I believe that was a gator.
Oh wow.
Alex threw.
Very cool. All right. Alex and Garrett tied at the top.
At hole 19, pretty much straight uphill. When you're looking at it from the tee, you have pretty much two options. You have a gap on the right side of one of the main trees, or on the left, and the goal is just to get up as high as on the hill as you can. Garrett going big, and he's choosing to go up the left gap. Doesn't turn over too much. He's got a decent look there.
Wow.
Alex Gunslinger Geisinger decides to absolutely pin the hole.
That's so incredible. You don't see this hole parked. You just don't.
You do not.
My gosh.
Takes a superhuman to get it up that far.
Wow, I'm still in shock by that drive.
Been playing with Alex for about 6 or 7 years now, so it doesn't really surprise me anymore. But
True.
when he pulls off shots like that, and he's probably one of the only, if not maybe two other people that could make it up there in this whole event. It's still pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Dominik gets really aggressive with his upshot and puts it about 35 feet above the hole up the hill.
Yeah. Pretty much facing a death putt coming back too, so that's gonna be tough.
Get it. Whoa. Nice shot, Henry.
Henry gets it up there nice and tight.
Yeah. Great upshot there. Kind of looked like it was going in. Also a solid upshot there from Garrett.
Yep, my Third shot there ended up underneath that big log. Luckily, it didn't roll away. You can see how steep downhill Dom's putt is, with nothing but hillside to look at behind him. Drains it. It's a great putt.
Oh yeah, just mentally sound putt. Extreme confidence on that one. That was really good.
This is where the mental game definitely starts to kick in this course. It's the home stretch. Got 5, 6 holes left. 2 holes in a row. We're playing pretty much straight uphill, and with the heat, the length of the round up to this point, a lot of the players are fatigued and tired. And mental game really comes up huge in the next few holes here.
Definitely.
Alex making it look way too easy though.
It's a star destroyer. Just absolutely unbelievable how he rips it so far. It's very cool to see.
I didn't notice he took his hat off for that drive. Maybe anything but hat forward is key.
Yeah. All right, hole 20. It's in at a par 4. 485 feet, but honestly, this thing plays just so long. What you want to do is land right about here, or if you can, scoot up to the grass right about there, and that's quite a feat in itself. And then you got to play into this hillside, and the basket is just behind the hill. Comes in as the #1 hardest hole on the course, and that is a correct statement this time. Sitting at a 4.82.
Wow. Definitely is 2 pretty hard shots back to back. You're feeling like you're throwing almost full power.
Yep.
And still have even with a good shot, a pretty decent chunk left for your approach. Dom with a nice shot, finding the middle of the fairway, exactly what you want.
I don't remember personally seeing any birdies ever on this hole. Have you seen any birdies on this hole?
A few birdies,
Yeah.
few and far in between for sure.
Yeah.
If you walk away with a 4 in this, you're feeling good, but
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would almost venture to say that you're not disappointed with the bogey on this one. One of the few holes in disc golf that you could say that.
yeah. #1 goal is get out of the trees in 2 shots. Whatever you can do to make that happen is a good plan. Alex looking like he has stretch out here to try to reach the gap.
Oh,
On the roller.
roller. Very cool.
Huge backhand all the way out of the woods.
Oh my gosh. That is just amazing. It's an excellent upshot.
Another roller from Dom.
Yeah. The reason why you see them doing rollers is because those limbs there that don't look too dangerous on camera are fairly low. So it's difficult to get the height to get all the way there.
Absolutely. You are in a tunnel pretty much the entire way out until you're outside of the trees. You can see the wind's just ripping at this point.
Right over there. Come on. That's a good 5.
Gonna be a tough putt. On the backside of that hill, it can get away from you.
I was trying to get a little bit out wide right of the basket and let the wind carry it, but I underestimated the power of the wind. Grabbed my disc pretty early.
Oh yeah.
Looks like
Seeing the same thing here from Dominik.
pretty similar.
Yeah. Just that wind carrying it to the left. Whoa. Solid run from where he was, not much to worry about. Oh, I wanted to see it. Super awesome effort from Garrett.
Let's go for the par save, straight uphill.
Oh no. A lot of bad breaks here this round, especially with the putting.
Done with a great par putt.
Definitely. Yeah, like we said, he's really happy with that. I mean, at least it should be. It's a really, really, really hard hole.
Just wanted to put in the 5, not make it any worse. Trying to get a little greedy or anything. Glad to see that one sit in the basket. You know, Henry follows suit. Double G with a tap in par.
Very cool.
It's a good look at how steep of an incline that hole plays at.
Oh yeah.
Again.
It's hard to walk up that hill there. And I would say that if you're carrying around a cart, you're having a difficult time right about now.
Oh, definitely. Our group is lucky enough to have a few people helping with us with our bags. This stretch.
That's nice, for sure.
Hole 21 here is in terms of the hockey rink hole. So you can see a hockey rink up on the left-hand side. Goal is to get pretty far out and straight and stay short of the hockey rink to give yourself an approach look for a par 3. Garrett going aggressive with a backhand roller, makes a turn. Just burns out a little bit early, but still a great shot.
Yep. And back to back, this one comes in as the second hardest hole. So we went first hardest and second hardest in terms of par. Coming in at a 3.49.
Both Alex and Dom taking the forehand approach. Just trying to make the corner and give himself a look.
I got it.
Henry clips a tree.
The other thing that comes into play is the, what would you say, 80-foot drop-off that's to the right there. If you get into that tree line by about 20 feet, you're looking at an 80-foot drop-off.
Looks like Dom might be close to that line based on the little tree kick he just had there. Henry's following. Hopefully they stay up.
Wow. What'd you throw there, man? Just understable putter, or?
Yeah, that's a old PA1
Yeah.
I threw. Planning to use the hockey rink as a little bit of a backstop, but luckily didn't have to use it on that shot.
Henry first 3, got a little window here. Just slow. Very nice par from Garrett and Alex. Alex is using his signature myth a lot from Infinite Discs. They're really, really pretty and they fly really great. I think he got an ace with it maybe 3 or 4 days after he got it. We're really liking those discs up here in Minnesota.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, we've got one of the easier holes on the course coming in at a 2.63. Basically, it's just a hyzer, 260 feet. What you want to do is just make sure it's high enough and wide enough, and about 80%, maybe 70, or actually maybe 60% power here. You just don't want to go too far, and you've got yourself pretty good luck.
The only difficulty with this hole is the blind approach. You have no idea where your disc is going after you turn around the trees, and the wind plays a huge factor on this hole.
Oh, there you, wow.
Oh no.
Yeah, tough roll, but great drive.
Close to going in, it looked like.
Also solid there from you, man. Gonna look at probably a 33-foot putt or so.
Dom's disc taking a little bit more of a sharper angle. It's the hill.
Oh, sit. Oh, sit. Oh, no. Another great drive was just a bad roll. Too bad. Yeah, and like you said, they have no idea what just happened, so he must be thinking, like, oh, wow, I think that was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There it is.
Henry's got the nice,
Got
great
it.
shot there. Garrett didn't really have too much to look at to the basket. He was trying to get up and over the trees. Also gets a little bit of a roll away there.
Out for the 2.
See if he can drain another long one.
Oh, no.
An inch from being perfect.
Yeah. Same, an inch from being perfect. Garrett to save the 3. Yeah, it's fine. All right, let's see if we can get this birdie here.
The bushes and the weeds here are just tall enough to kind of get in your head a little bit as a putt when you're putting. Just something extra to think about. Oh, high and left for Dom there. It's a good putt though.
All right, we're counting on you, Henry. No problem. Tap in.
One more tap in through par here.
Yeah, just gonna clean up. Yeah, and that's definitely disappointing. I mean, both of those guys there that just tapped out thought that they had a perfect drive, I'm sure. And they did. Just bad luck. Got the low induce there from Henry. Good work. Still got a tie there from Alex and Garrett. And we've got 2 holes left.
Hole 23 is 496 feet. Path on the right-hand side is OB. There is trees all the way up the left side of the fairway as well, and your goal on this one is just to get it as close to the opening here as you can. Give yourself a nice look for a 3, birdie 3, if you can get a decent approach. Henry's drive coming out a little bit low, but in the fairway.
Yeah, he should have a solid forehand approach from there, and he'll be okay. Uh-oh. This one's going towards that OB path. Oh, no. He's fine.
Goes all the way around, I think, right into the side of that bundle of trees there. Alex with a huge forehand. Makes the spectators have to jump out of the way.
Oh, wow. That's great. Yeah, he's probably only looking at another maybe, I don't know, 90 feet maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really impressive there. You're probably hoping that thing just turned over a little bit more.
A little bit more, yeah.
Yeah. It's another one of those holes that gets into your head a little bit, or at least me, because you've got not a small gap, but you've got a gap. You've got a hole of trees that you have to get through there right off the bat. It's not terribly difficult, but it can play with your mind.
Oh, absolutely. And just with that OB being visible when you're throwing, it's another thing to think about. You don't want to take on that line too close. can get dangerous on the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
A little lower than Garrett was looking for in his approach there, but nice look, hopefully to save par.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Forehand roller.
This shot going up and over the trees, trying to avoid as many of them as possible just to get a nice look for a birdie putt.
Yeah, well executed. Those are really tall trees, so quite the effort.
Good long bid from Garrett there.
That's a smart play with a little bit of a drop off there behind the basket. See if we can see some sparks here. Close.
Would have loved to have that one go in, but I'm happy with the result. It's a nice putt for par remaining. It's a good conversion there by Dom with the forehand roller to another tougher approach shot. Just to get it up there for a par putt is a good accomplishment.
Mm-hmm. There it is. Very nice from Alex.
On to the last hole.
One more to go. Alex is in the lead on the card. 4 down. This last hole here comes in as the 6th hardest hole, so it is a little bit tricky. Par 3, it's a pretty big dog leg to the right. Once you pass these trees here off the drive into this landing zone, you've got another maybe 100 feet, maybe a little bit more to go to the pin, so the 3 is really difficult. What would you say for the play to at least attempt the 2? I mean, that's high and hyzer maybe.
Exactly, yeah. Alex trying to go big, high and hyzer around the corner. I think his disc started to fade out a little bit too early, or earlier than he would have hoped. But he's clear of all the danger, have a nice approach. Here's another way to attack the hole. Henry's going, I think, more over the safer shot with the forehand here, just trying to skip around the corner. Taking a little shortcut of the hole.
Yeah. Common play, but I mean, there's almost, I mean, without a throw-in or a huge 100-foot putt or something, it's difficult to get the 2 with the forehand play.
Garrett also went with a high and hyzer. I'll do my best to imitate his throw.
It's dangerous to be too short if you go to the right of those trees there, because it's really, really wooded, really thick, and there's also water in there.
Cut mine a little bit too soon. Got a nice tree to keep me away from the water, which is very nice. Dom was taking the aggressive line there, also got hung up by a tree, trying to make the corner. I think all of us were in decent shape after our drives.
Oh yeah, definitely a really good attempt. These are the kind of upshots that you see on this hole all the time, just from right about there. Hoping you can get close enough to have an easy putt.
Alex's tee shot almost landing by hole 3's basket.
Wow.
A little shout out to him playing this hole for the Majestic a few years ago. That was the hole he captured the victory for his first Majestic title.
Oh, cool. Clean up a par there, and same with Alex. And that's the first round. It's a really, really beautiful course. We all love coming here, up here in Minnesota. That's Adam Hammis there, spectating.
Just stay in the shade after the long round.
Definitely. Well, guys, thanks so much for watching. We've got a lot of more awesome coverage for you on beautiful properties, so make sure to tune in for that. Again, I want to thank the MFA, Airborne Disc Golf, and Kaposia Pro Shop.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's been a pleasure to comment on some of the holes. You guys do an awesome job here at Parse Productions. Really looking forward to seeing what you're able to do in the future. For the Majestic, I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who helped out. Again, mentioning Kaposia Pro Shop, Michael and Phil for all the help here at Kaposia. City of South St. Paul for their efforts as well. And then also shout outs to Bethel University as well as Blue Ribbon Pines for our next 2 rounds that we'll be able to play for the 2018 Majestic. Not to mention Ray Jordan and the Jordan family, as well as Angie from Blue Ribbon Pines for all the great help that they were all able to provide for the event.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, guys. We've got some good stuff coming.